Yo, what's up, dude? It's Joshi J. I'm gonna discuss some of the goals and how to create a good mindset that will help you generate goals for yourself, and just ways to think about goals, different techniques that I used to use, and it's been a great journey creating goals and figuring out some ones and getting through them. And I just want to share some of the things that I think about when I discuss going through goals. In the background, I'm gonna play one of the sections that from the game I built called Reset Earth. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it.
Let's talk about breaking down goals and how to actually get them. So art goals, I don't know, some people, it's become a cliche type of a topic. They're like, oh, I don't want goals, whatever. And for some people, goals are just so big that they seem so far out of reach to the point that they are completely unachievable and you'll never get there. And it's just like, it's too big. All those famous artists are too good. The masters are too great. Like, I'll never be them. And sure, like if you have that self-talk, you probably will not get there. So that's one thing. Changing your self-talk about yourself, your internal self-talk, to not be that you can't get there. I remember having this a while ago. I was just like, all of these amazing artists way ahead of me, like whatever that means, or just the place that I wanted to be. It was always this like, yes, how do I get there? Like this, I'll never get there. And to be honest, like changing that self-talk is a very big step in crushing whatever art goals you might have. So define your goals. I think goals are very important to have, and I think everyone is so individual and so unique that they have such unique gifts to give. And killing your goals are giving your gifts. I did a talk on gifts and legacy a few videos back. Check it out. It was really fun. I thought it was a good talk. So define your goals and define them super clear, crystal clear. So it's so easy for you to know what they are. It's like if someone had to wake you up in the middle of the night or any time of the day, they ask you, what are your goals? You already know what they are, because it's so simply put and it's so clear. And defining your goals very clearly allows you to know exactly where it is you want to be, and exactly the direction that you want to get to. So yeah, having goals is an amazing thing. Defining them is an amazing step that I did that helped me loads. And then I broke down points under that goal list to get to where I wanted to get to. So this is an important part because this is a detailed list it's pretty much a roadmap, a general roadmap. It's not like you plan these steps and then you tick all these boxes and then you're going to get there. It's not like a straight linear line. It's like you have a general direction with plotted points, and then you end up getting there one way or another via the plotted points. Art is a lot like that in that sense as well. That's why I love it so much. But yeah, if you have points, you get to list out all the things that you're not good at, and then you get to work on them, and you get to list out like wherever it is you want to be, where are people that are there now and what are they doing now, and what are the types of things that they are exploring now. And that goes in the list under the goals, the roadmap lists. I call it the roadmap list. And it is a general direction, which is the beauty of it. It's not so specific, but you have a plan in place. And I think that gives a lot of control to you when you have a plan in place. You have a direction and you have all these bullet points that are going to get you to that goal. And to be honest, you can do this with everything. You don't need to only do it with art. I do it with art because it's my profession and it is what I love to do, and it's really important to me. So I always apply everything to an art context. But you can, to be honest, you can do it with anything. You can do it with health, you can do it with fitness, you can do it with, like, I don't know, some other jobs that people have. But breaking them down is the best part, because when you break something down into small bite-sized pieces, it no longer becomes so intimidating. So it's breaking down obstacles as well. So you have a goal, you have points under the goal list, but obstacles as well deserve to be broken down, because, like, if you see this big obstacle that is trying to be overcome, it is huge, but when you break it down to small steps, it's no longer so big anymore. It loses its power, and the goal becomes more reachable and more tangible when you break it down. And I think this is an amazing tool that I have used and I will continue to use. But I know I have art goals, and I've reached some of them, and that the coolest part is when you reach some of them, you get to define new ones, and it's such an amazing thing to reach a goal and you realize, okay, cool, like, I'm here, and now I want to grow more, because I love what I'm doing, and I love learning, and I love to discover new skills. And it is a beautiful place to be, to actually love the art of whatever it is that you do. And defining your goals allows you to get to these types of places.
Cool. So I actually just want to share some of the goals that I've set, and some of the goals that have actually just happened naturally just from me doing art. And I actually found that started to happen the more I started to snowball, the more opportunities I started to take. And it's quite rad, because you'll often find when you're starting out, you're getting like small opportunities, and those are the ones that you actually want to take, because it proves to you that you can actually finish a job, you can complete it. So from start to finish, you get a job offer and you take it, and when you take that, the snowball effect starts to generate a lot more jobs that come to you. And when you're starting out, like, at the base level, at the ground, when you take jobs, it's not only that those jobs directly send jobs your way, it's that energetically those jobs start to generate a type of movement that you become the type of person that would attract jobs that you can get to. And of course, if you have your goals set way up here and you're doing everything in line to get to that point, there's no way you won't get there. And I have art goals that I've set that I haven't hit yet, my main ones that I've set, but there's so many amazing opportunities and things that have come my way so far that I didn't actually counter for, I didn't plan for, just from me following something that I love to do. Above and beyond goals, you want to prove to yourself that you actually love it, that you actually love the thing that you do, whatever it might be. For me, it's art. I absolutely love art, and I had to prove that to myself first. There's a video I did a while back. It's called Prove It to Yourself, and it speaks a lot more in depth about that. But the minute I proved that I love art to myself, I kind of almost took an autopilot on the goal scene. So I set all these goals for myself, but I wouldn't be so rigid as to turn everything down that wasn't that exact same thing. So there's a few companies that I would love to work with, and I know when the time is right, when my skill set is right, when everything is aligned, those jobs will 100% go through. I know they will go through. But for now, there's been great opportunities like this game that I built, or that I helped build, that you've been seeing play in the background here. That was for a mobile game called Reset Earth. And if you guys haven't already seen it, please go check it out. It's a great game. I did all the environments and all the character designs for that, and it was loads of fun. I never would have got that opportunity if I was like, no, I only want to work for this company and like that's it, if I was rigid about it. But I wasn't rigid about it. I had a growth mindset towards it. And now there's like an indie game under my belt with a team, and I learned a lot. I was able to discuss things like freelance versus in-house, just the stuff that I've learned. And there's great things that have come as well. Like getting like I actually got a part-time lecture job offer as well, and it's just amazing to like, I didn't actually strive for any of these things, but in the process of doing the thing that you love, that's what I'm trying to communicate. In the process of doing the thing that you love, you kind of, a lot more things come your way that you wouldn't necessarily have planned for. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the time-lapse playing in the background. It's one of the stages from the game that I helped create. I'll leave the link in the description. But otherwise, if you guys like my channel, please feel free to share it with your friends. I think it can apply to a lot of different people, not only artists, even though that's what I do. I do art, obviously. But I think the theory can apply to a lot of different jobs. So yeah, otherwise, hit a subscribe and I'll check you guys in the next one.